Hello, everybody. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you, and we have some wet weather on the way. A couple of funnel cloud and tornado reports out in the western part of North Dakota. Your forecast begins right now.
A Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, we do have some wild weather to report as we take a look off to the west. Here's a look at that latest radar. Hi, Jay, Gamer Girl, as well as G Loves Gorillas. Good to have both of you on. Drop a note. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you ready for rain? Looks like some wet weather because of a pesky, slow-moving low-pressure system stuck in South Dakota. Now, we've been dry in Fargo for the day, but we do have some bands of showers to the south of us and off to the west. And look what's going on here just in the last little bit. A funnel cloud sighted just west of the Minot area with this trio of storms pushing off to the east. And earlier, south of Williston, not far from Watford City, a tornado actually touched down today out in the western Dakotas. Here's where the wet weather is, where you see the reds down along Watertown to Brookings area, crossing the I-29 corridor south of Redfield. This is all shifting northward. Here's the center of low pressure. You can see it outside of Pier. On this side here, we got north winds. Here's south winds and storms that are stout. Watching from West Fargo, good to have you on board there. You West Fargo Packers, hoping you're having a good night. Is that the right motto for the school there? I get a little confused. There's so many of them now, with more and more schools being added. So we take a look up at the north here. If you're in the Minot zone, Williston zone, scattered showers just south of Stanley is where that funnel cloud was sighted here just a little bit ago. So here it is. Palermo, Stanley, there's the little icon south of Ross. That's where the funnel cloud was sighted. How about Newtown? Right over the big lake, Lake Sakakawea. Showers and thunderstorms moving off to the east. We'll pull up the single site radar data here, taking a look from the Deering radar, and we can see the strong cells here. This little puppy right here has that little hook in it right there. A little bit of a shape we call a hook echo. Is it rotating? Is it spinning? We'll take a look at that right now with a look at the storm relative velocities. And from the Deering radar, what you need to remember is this is out near Minot. We do have some wind that's blowing toward the radar in green and away from the radar in red. So there is a little bit of evidence of some shear or spin in that cloud as it works its way toward the Carpio area and generally in the direction of Minot. If we back this puppy up just a little bit, it's not going to let me do that. We do see the storm south of Ross, or the storm report. This was a funnel cloud that happened at 5:02, and a train spotter spotted that one. Kathy, good to have you on board. To be honest, I really don't watch sports, says G Loves Gorillas. I understand all these high schools with different mascots. We're just hoping everybody's school year is off to a good start. Now let's take a look at what's going on with the single site radar as we get down to the south here. I'm going to Aberdeen now so we can take a look, and we do have some thunder and lightning down near the Watertown zone, up by Sisseton, passing showers and kind of light persistent showers showing up here in this yellow stuff, making its way from the James River Valley through Kidder County and down into Emmons County, as well as Sioux County, south of Bismarck-Mandan right now. So how much rain is being reported with these? And yes, there is a great chance of rain if you're in Fargo, Fergus Falls, Morris, Jamestown, Valley City. If you're in well, anywhere down here to the south, so Gwinner, Lisbon, all the way out towards Oaks and Ellendale and Lemoore County, seeing a fair chance of some showers spreading into our area tonight. Now, let's take a look before we do at the rainfall that's happened so far today with these. And for that, we're going to take a look at rainfall estimates from the Doppler radar. So one moment while I pull these up. Where are the STP values? Here we go. So from the Aberdeen radar and the activity that's going on in South Dakota with this heavier band of showers right here, radar's estimating, I'll slide my icon over, 2 inches of rain north of Brookings, 1 to 2 inches along that heavier band of rain falling very quickly. And showers have been persistent in northern portions of South Dakota, anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to an inch being reported there. Mobridge and points north, just east of the Bismarck area there, we have 1.3 to 1.5 inches in Emmons County, and a gully washer reported right here. This looks like it's not too far. Well, it's east of Minokan out there. South of the Highway 83 exit, as you go south, there is 2.9 inches of wet rain. All right, the thunderstorms moving into Newtown right now, producing 1 to 2 inches of rain. So nothing in Fargo, nothing in Grand Forks, but it is indeed on the way. So thanks so very much. Again, Geronimo, looking forward to some rain. Where are you at, Geronimo? Hope some rain falls for your area. if that's what you're looking for. There are some areas that definitely need it. A lot of folks out there getting ready for the harvest, be it beans or corn, and sometimes the wet weather can mud things up just a little bit. Let's take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast, shall we? Here we go. We're going to pull up a model here. While I do that, we'll go ahead and let you know that this is a high-resolution model. What does that mean? There's more forecast points put into the model, and forecast points, therefore, there's more of them coming out of the model. So they do finer scale forecasting like storms like thunderstorms. The problem is no model is really perfect every time with predicting exactly where thunderstorms are going to form. So please keep that in mind. We're going to look at this model and we're going to let this roll right through the overnight hours, and you'll see when the storms will make their way into your area. So our South Dakota County border counties here will see the rain first, and this is midnight. You take 05Z, that's the time in Greenwich, Europe. But they are ahead of us, right? So we have to subtract 5 hours this time of the year. It can be as many as 6 hours as we go into the regular time and daylight savings time. So being in that daylight savings time right now, we're going to subtract 5 hours. This is midnight. So midnight showers from the Grant County area, Wilkin and Traverse County seeing the best chance at showers by then. You may be getting sprinkles now, but that heavier batch will be working its way in. Hey, Dina L., good to have you on. I've got a lot of viewers right now from good old-fashioned West Fargo, and welcome Geronimo from Bemidji. So let's watch your area in Bemidji. We're watching West Fargo. When does the rain start? Boom. After midnight, it's gonna rain from the sky. That's what they say. All right, scattered showers pushing up, light rain sprinkles as we cross towards daybreak here in Fargo. But look at this, drying up a little bit. Wind will be out of the east, folks. So these clouds, if you look at the sky, they're going to be coming out of Minnesota, racing towards us. Class in Racing, it says, our race of the year in Brainerd this weekend, BIR is out there, and it'll be ripping. But I've got to tell you what, there is some rain. And Class in Racing, let me know what day you're rolling down the strip. Is that Friday? Is that Saturday? Are there races on Sunday? Because I am thinking it's not going to rain all day, every day. Let's take a look at this. Check it out. Here's Thursday. It's passing showers swirl through at times, but most of the day, and particularly across Minnesota, not so bad. Deb, good to have you on board. Thanks for watching, Nathan. Hey, watching from Fargo Moorhead, says Nathan. Now, passing or periods of showers that start pushing up toward the Highway 200 corridor by the midday hour and into the early afternoon. Nothing too widespread here, but pretty persistent passing showers and storms. Here's the center of the low pressure, but see this where it's eking out this way? That low pressure center is stretching out like a big old piece of Laffy Taffy. That's going to weaken a little bit if it indeed does this. And those chances of showers will push off toward the Twin Cities. This is by Friday as we head towards morning. Another round. That's right. Okay, Class in Racing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you're out at BIR, right out here by my thumb knows that racing is going to be pretty good with hit and miss showers passing through. That should wash the air out and allow you to go get yourself a healthy bowl of chili in between those runs. Right now, as you go through, look at southeast North Dakota and all the way up toward the Highway 200 corridor. It's a sharp cutoff. Yes, you have a chance at some rain in Grand Forks and Crookston and Thief River Falls and Red Lake Falls, but the chance is better for the more persistent and, well, basically the best chance of heavier rain will be down to the south. This lasts through Friday noon and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. To look out to the rest of the weekend, Class in Racing, and for the rest of you fans on board, are you fans of Hutch? Well, I'm a fan of you for all of your support over the years. Wow, I really am humbled by your following and trust in me in the weather. Now, let's take a look at another model that goes out a little bit farther. To do that, let me pick one that I've been liking lately. Now, this one doesn't go out through the whole weekend, but it is a little higher resolution model. So let's take a look at its solution and get us out there a little bit farther if the computer decides to load. Right now, it's apparently forecasting a blizzard. Total whiteout everywhere. No, I'm kidding. Stick with me. Thanks, Matthew Walter. I'm glad you're a fan of watching Hutch's weather, and I'm a fan of you for that support. Let me see if I can reload this up here. I'm going to... Oh, there it comes. So it was waiting for me to threaten it with harm. Okay, this model shows that as we go through our Wednesday and into our Thursday, there'll be a chance of a few showers. Notice this. This is a sign that the low is splitting. One branch going this way, one branch hanging back in South Dakota. That's going to mean we'll load the gun up again as we head into your Thursday afternoon with a chance for some passing showers. Not raining all day, but Fargo Moorhead, periods of showers. Rumbles of thunder and a chance for a little spin in the atmosphere. What about severe weather? We'll go over that in a second. The risk here doesn't look great, but just like we had out west today, a funnel cloud or two may not be out of the question. Now, as we go into the Friday morning time frame, this model carries out the low right here is going to be the rain zone. And this does include the Brainerd Lakes area in the early morning hours of Friday. This is basically 5 a.m. So I don't think you'll be racing and pounding down the drag strip at 5 a.m. looking for that ET. I think you'll just kind of wait a little bit, and then we'll have periods of showers passing in nature. Wind east-southeasterly, and it does look like, again, periods of spotty showers on Friday. Not as heavy or as, focused on Friday as it is. Now let's look at that weekend forecast, shall we? Since a lot of you want to know, and if you want to know, I'm going to get you what I can here. Now this is a look at a North American model. This is a lower resolution model, meaning the data points are farther in between. So here it tends to show in models like this, bigger areas getting the rain. Not reality, folks, so keep that in mind. It's not a fine scale model. It's just kind of extrapolating this forecast over a wider area. So this one looks very similar. Friday morning showers moving out of Minneapolis and Wisconsin up into northern portions of Minnesota. There's Brainerd Lakes. If you're in Thief River Falls, Red Lake Falls, if you're in Bemidji, if you're up there in the Waskish area, if you're in Badette all the way up towards Hallock, you can expect some periods of rain as we go through your Friday midday. And then, whoa, in my very best opera voice, I can tell you things are looking gooder. Now, we'll have periods of showers, but it does look like the better chance with this low pressure system sliding east will be east, meaning that strip is going to be hot and ready. So it looks like a good one out there at BIR and Class and Racing. Good luck to you and the rest of the race fans out there. Brent says, can you please stop using the Z time -5 hours? It's stupid. Well, I'll tell you what, Brent, I hear you. It is not the way most of us do look at this, but I'm using forecast models right from the horse's mouth. And so I can't change the way they're feeding me these numbers. That's why I'm doing the math for you. I can tell you what, though, 21Z -5 hours, you're going to be looking at a time frame here as we go to 0Z, that's 7 p.m. So this gives you Wednesday night, 7 p.m. showers right here along the North Dakota, South Dakota border. I'm efforting to try to find a way to do this change for you, but this is the best I can do right now. Not trying to be stupid, just trying to interpret so that we all understand. I do not like ding dong from Fox. At any rate, well, thank you for sharing your opinion, and I really do appreciate you watching Hutch's Weather. Let's go ahead. I won't read that whole thing out, but if you want to, the comments are appreciated, and let's keep it classy. All right, heading on out. Bing! Heavier rain showers Thursday. Now we're going to let this puppy walk through Friday. Scattered showers exiting, moving off to the east. That looks pretty good. Now the weekend, I say. So now let's go on to the European model. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to the high resolution models for the early forecast, stepping up into more of a 48-hour forecast model for the next 2 days. And then after that, we got to rely on these old puppies called the, medium range forecast models. So there we go. Deb says, whoa, looking to have a turn to be a weather kid at Luther Family Ford, are you? Head over to hutchesweather.com, sign up. But if you're over 18, if your age is over 18, you can't be a weather kid. I'm sorry, those are the rules. So keep that in mind. Maybe we can start a program down the road where other age groups can help Hutch figure out the weather. Wouldn't that be fun? Here we go. My upload on these is a little bit slower. We're talking Saturday, Sunday now. So here's Friday. This model looks very similar to the forecast through Friday with that rain potential pushing off to the east and north. Then Saturday, it's way off to the east. And I'm not sad about that for you race fans. Saturday, Sunday, looking good. Jeanette Nelson, thank you. A round of applause for your support of Hutch's Weather by sending stars on Facebook. Thank you so much. All right, look at this. Sunday, looking good. Monday, looking good. Tuesday, looking good. It looks pretty good. Passing shower or two, but that's it. So our best chance of rain in the forecast as we summarize what's going on around here. Okay, 1 to 2 inches of rain on Thursday, mainly in the Southern Valley, and this does extend out into Lakes country. It's not rain all day. It's periods of showers, rumbles of thunder, and we'll analyze the risk of severe. There's a low pressure system near us, meaning a warm front and an inverted trough. Those areas do enhance the areas of spin with these storms on occasion. So I'm saying there could be a chance for a funnel cloud or something. I'll verify that gut feeling here with you in a second, or we will not verify it. We'll see if it's true or not. Temperatures falling off Friday. The chances of rain shift off to the east and to the north. We can see another half inch to 3/4 of an inch in places. And yes, Fargo Moorhead is included in that. You need moderators to keep the chat at bay. Why? I'm not that big. I don't need well, maybe I do. But thank you for keeping it cool, because most of you always do. I love all of you for watching, though. Thank you so much. 69 on Saturday. With most of those rain chances off in eastern Minnesota up to northern Minnesota, and then it's out of here like something that leaves. And then when it leaves, we'll talk 70s for the close of the weekend and heading into next week. Are you a Viking fan if you're like me, or I'm a Bronco fan, actually, and I'm licking my wounds after last weekend, and I'm looking forward to the games this upcoming weekend, because there's always another week to get things on the right foot. The season is early. There's still a lot of optimism. My team hasn't looked like a well-oiled machine. We need some improvement. But you know what? We got a chance this week, and we'll take it. Thanks for watching. Now let's take a look at this risk for severe weather, shall we? We're going to go back to the radar over here, and boom, shakalaka. Now, this radar program over here allows me to put timing clocks on it, and that's kind of a good thing. Whoops, where'd the radar go? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. We picked or clicked on the pictures. Now, what we're going to look at here is the Storm Prediction Center's risk of severe. For tonight, they have green, meaning garden variety showers, non-severe, but we've had one tornado and a funnel cloud out here. So the risk of anything significant as far as weather goes, large hail, damaging straight line winds, not anticipated. But we've had a funnel cloud and a tornado touchdown. Where the severe weather is more likely, southeast Colorado into the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. John Chapman says, praying for no rain Saturday, a family reunion. John, where's the family reunion? I'll see if I can help you out. Saturday, remember that rain chance will be extending from basically central and eastern Minnesota up into northwest parts of Minnesota and maybe northeast North Dakota, and moving off to the north and east throughout the day. So our conditions do look to improve just a p-inch as we head through that day. So tonight's risk of severe weather sneaks into Iowa. The green, by the way, this darkened green here, that's called a marginal risk. Storms will flirt with severe criteria, but not necessarily be widespread. A marginal risk through most of Oklahoma, western Missouri, eastern Kansas, and southern Iowa. Same area. For us, passing showers, rumbles of thunder. Will there be spin in the atmosphere for tomorrow? Remember, Hutch's gut says maybe there could be. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the factors with that. Garden variety thunderstorms on day 3. That gets us through the weekend without much risk of severe. So while it's going to rain, and I'll show you the rain forecast right now, it doesn't look like a widespread severe type of an event. Now, as we go through the next 24 hours into Wednesday night at 11 o'clock, the best chance at accumulating rain is going to be here along the North Dakota, South Dakota border, where a good 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch is likely. But a few areas you see here in purple, right along the Red River Valley, westernmost parts of Minnesota, I think 1 to 2 inches in isolated spots, not out of the question there. So keep that in mind. Then as we look out toward the Brainerd Lakes area, the next 24 hours as we go through your Thursday brings a better chance at seeing those showers out there on Thursday. That's kind of good news out there. So let me take a look here. All right, so that's a look at the rain forecast. Now let's take a look at one model, because I think I want to point out to you the risk for any spin. Is it there? So what I'm going to do is take a look at this same model we looked at, and you can see the storm kind of sitting there and spinning in that counterclockwise direction as I'm rocking it back and forth through the next 24 hours. And along the area moving through the valley, that's like a warm front there. So that is an area that can typically have a little more spin in it. So what I'm going to do is load up our risk, and I'm going to look at the turning, if you will, or spin in the air parcels in the lowest layer of the atmosphere near the ground. As we look at that spin in the parcels of air in the lowest layer next to the ground, this model is not particularly highlighting colors of enhanced spin. Let's go a little deeper through the lowest layer of the atmosphere, and I'm just not seeing it. So this particular model is not too robust on the chance for spinning storms. Let me look at one more model. This is kind of some deep spin. Here we go for tomorrow. It does have a little bit on Thursday evening near the tri-state area, that area where Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota all come together. A little bit of spin there, more so in Wisconsin where you see things lighting up just a little bit there. So isolated thunder showers expected. The risk of severe looks to be pretty low, and that is your forecast. Now let's go over the digits. First thing in the morning, patchy fog, rain pushing in through the Southern Valley, temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees. Your wind will be easterly or northeasterly at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So as you're tuning the old race car, do you still use carburetors on those things? Well, back when Hutch was driving swiftly, I had to adjust carburetors and such. So, and the weather changes can impact that air fuel ratio, right? So kind of important stuff to know. Now, as you go into the forecast for your afternoon on Thursday, temperatures, well, we're going to be in the 60s to around 70 degrees. There will be a chance of rain in Grand Forks and points north, but the chance is greater down here. Along and south of Highway 200 is where I'm going to put that crossover line, where the chances south of Highway 200 will be greater. Many of us seeing rainfall measured in tenths of an inch. A few of us here will have a chance at seeing 1 to 2 inches of rain wherever that persistent band sets up with frequent rounds of passing showers throughout your day. 7-day planner looking way out ahead for you, and I'm seeing temperatures that here look like after some wet weather Thursday into Friday, it moves out of here north and east as we head through Friday afternoon and into Saturday, and then it's outy, leaving us with sunshine aplenty. What's Monday? Monday is the 22nd, and it is the autumnal equinox, the day where most places on the earth that don't have mountains and big terrain dips and valleys, most places on earth have 12 hours of darkness and 12 hours of daylight. Equinox, equal night. So that is what's happening across Earth. The hours of daylight, 12 hours. And after that day, we get less than 12 hours a day. So that means there's more night than day, which means our cool off is really going to begin. That's a look at your weather. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson, thanking you for all your support. Let's head on over to Hutch's weather. A couple of things to show you there. Number one, I got to tell you, Hutch's weather here has the interactive radar. Anytime, anywhere, you can zoom in on what's going on. I don't care where you live. If you live in Wisconsin or upstate New York, let's go out there and see what's going on in upstate New York. Well, up here by Utica and Burlington, Vermont, we do have a couple of spits and sprinkles. Robert, I actually don't mind the rain. Besides, we've been kind of dry lately. Yeah, the lawn is definitely getting a little bit on the brown side here. Hutch Johnson, is it going to rain this weekend in our state? Matthew, looking for it, looking for your state. You're going to have to help me, Matthew Walter. Tell me your state, because I cannot remember, and I must apologize for that. Okay. Now, as we take a look at the hutchesweather.com, it's a great place for your one-stop forecast. I do want to let you know what you're looking on my page here is the 7-day forecast and current conditions in Fargo. But you can let your device be tracked by hutchesweather.com and get the local forecast for your area per the National Weather Service office in your particular area. That's what you see up here on my 7-day planner right at the top of the screen. You don't have to wait to know what's going on. You don't have to wait to look around to find your forecast. Go down a little bit on the page and you'll see my latest video, Hutch is live. Yeah, can confirm. Fortunate, can confirm. All right, now as we go down a little bit farther, we got more information for you. This is where you can sign up to be a Hutch's Weather Kid if you are 18 or under, and you got to be at least 8 too as well, because we point at towns and we read towns and we do all kinds of learning about the weather, and it's a lot of fun. So I can't wait to see you sign up today. And then also down here is where you can upload or view the gallery of photos, all photos and videos provided by you. National Weather Service forecasts for our region here, including Minneapolis and Aberdeen, Bismarck, Duluth, you name it, we got you covered. And of course, local news from inews.tv. And another thing, hutchesweather.com would not be possible without my fine friends and sponsors that you see here. Today, I'd like to highlight this one down at the bottom here. Not last but least, not that. It's Dunn Blazers Painting. If you click on this, you're going to find out some information about Dunn Blazers. They have some pretty cool discounts going on. They're serving the tri-state region. They do interior and exterior work. Do you want to get some exterior painting done before the weather really goes south? Well, I got to tell you, Dunn Blazers is the company for you. Give them a call, and if you tell them Hutch sent you, you get a 10% discount. And not only that, all veterans of the armed forces, 10% discount. Call Sean at Dunn Blazers. Let him know that Hutch sent you. Give him a chance to give you a quote. He'll come by and have a look at your project and help you get it done and done right. Done Blazers. Thanks so much for your sponsorship, and I hope you have a good evening. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I appreciate you watching Hutch's Weather. I'll have another update a little later. And thanks for your questions and interaction. Like the video? Well, tag a friend in it, and have a good evening. We'll talk later.
This has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.